Okay, hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do a general message here today, and it's going to be a little bit different, Virgos. So again, by the title, it may resonate with some of you, it may not. Okay, if you have chose to come here to listen today, then that is a choice, right? So this is a general message. It may not resonate with everyone. Take the parts that resonate for you and leave the rest. Anyone interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who have subscribed. It's very much appreciated. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Now, this is going to be a video for my Virgos who may be dealing with some sort of domestic violence or some sort of abuse. It's very common. And it is happening a lot out there. And a lot of people are being very much silent about it. A lot of people are being very much, I almost want to say, a lot of people have kind of got used to being in that situation. So they stay. Some people stay because of fear. Some people stay because they have nowhere else to go. And some people just fear for their life, that if they try and get up and leave, that whoever they're dealing with may take matters into their own hands. So let's get some advice for those people. Because a lot of the general readings and things like that, a lot of it comes up about love, about work, about stability. But what about the other areas of life? What about the other things that people are really dealing with? Now, to those of you that this may resonate with, I also want to say that whatever comes out when it comes to the advice, do what feels best for you at the time or the space that you're in, right? So card says, get up and run. It doesn't literally mean right now, get up and run. But it may mean that maybe someone here needs to start making some kind of plans about what they're going to do about this situation. About how you're going to move yourself out of that space or away from that person. So let's see what comes out, Virgo. So Spirit, what do we have for my Virgos that may be dealing with some sort of domestic violence or abuse? Now, again, domestic violence or abuse, it could be mentally, it could be physically, it could be emotionally. It could be verbally. Thank you, bird. As a part of the deck, we have, we have nothing here, which is strange. Again, somebody may be feeling like, there is no way out. Because on the other side, you have, it's time to be brave. So let's get where we're supposed to be. All right, Spirit, what do we have? What is the energy here for this set of Virgos? Or any other sign that may be watching. Virgo doesn't have to be a sun sign. It could be somewhere highly aspected in your chart. But I'm definitely hearing for someone here, it is time for you to almost rescue yourself. Let's get some cards. Now, I want to tell you about a dream that I had. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And it was actually a dream about me, but it was kind of weird, right? Because they kind of brought me back to when I was little. And I want to say between the ages of maybe 7 and 11 or 9 and 11. 9/11 could be significant. It did make me think of the two twin towers for some reason. I believe that did happen in September, right? Well, obviously 9/11. But they brought me back to when I was a child, and it's almost like they only showed me the parts where maybe I was crying about something. Or really upset about something. And it was like images where you'd be huddled in a corner or crying in bed, and you got the sheet over your head and things like that. But then it was really weird because when they brought me back to those scenarios, now I may not have seen it at the time or even known it at the time, right? But it kind of showed me that the older me, like now, comforting the younger me. And it was really weird. But it was almost like this energy of, do you know what? Heal from those things that upset you when you were younger. Heal from those things that you remember, or the abuse that you went through. Heal from those things. Let them go. Move forward. It's that energy of you've come into your own. So I don't know why that's relevant, but I just wanted to tell you guys that. Now, the first card that you have coming out here is a number 5. And the number 5, it talks about change. But when you think of all the 5s, it also makes me think of conflict, drama, arguments, people being involved. It just feels like a battlefield. On the first card you have coming out here, it says out trick or treating. And it says the wee-hee-hee. Now this talks about Halloween, around that time. But this also talks about magic, manipulation, control. For some of you, you may have somebody around you that is using some form of magic on you to keep you stuck, to keep you bound, to keep you from seeing clearly. Show me more. What are my Virgos dealing with? Are they dealing with domestic violence and abuse? And number 6. So we've gone from 5 to 6. And it says, please don't lose hope. One more. Yeah, it didn't quite fall out, so I won't take it, but I will show you what it is. It says it's time for a treat. It's time for someone here to realize that they deserve better. It's time for someone here to realize their worth. It's time for someone here to regain their strength, their courage. But again, it's very difficult because you're all dealing with different situations. You're all dealing with different kind of people, very narcissistic people. And a lot of you are dealing with people. Now, they may have given me that dream image because a lot of you may be actually dealing with people who have a lot of childhood trauma. Maybe they have been through a lot of things that they haven't quite got over or haven't got over. Maybe they feel like their best way of dealing with that trauma is by bullying somebody else. Don't let that person be you, Virgo. Don't you become a victim to someone who sees themselves as a victim. One more, Spirit. Let me get one more. Thank you. Yes. And so we have the number 15. Now I could take that number 15 several ways, okay? We already have a 5 out here. So we already explained that it talks about conflict and something that someone may be going through, right? Feeling attacked from several angles, maybe even by several people. Take it how it resonates for you. But this number 1, it says cleanup time. This number 1 is representing a brand new beginning, a different direction, a whole new world for some of you. Because some of you, you would have been with these abusers for years. Unfortunately, for some of you, these abusers would even be family. The number 15 boils down to a number 6, and we already have a 6 out here with the please don't give up. But if I had to think of number 6, I would think of the 6 of Wands, victory, success. Somebody coming out a winner. But it's going to take, the very first card we saw, it's going to take for someone to be brave here. I have to be very careful of the message or the words that I say here. Because like I said, I feel like for some of you, definitely dealing with some dangerous people here. Some of you may be dealing with people who are not we kind of clarified, not mentally stable. But what kind of puts the fear in me is the lengths that they would go to make sure that you do not go anywhere. Some of you have really been up all night, all day, or it takes up a lot of time in your head because you have been trying to find a clear solution here about how to get away from this person or how to get out of this situation. But it just feels so it just feels so isolated. Like some of you don't have much space in terms of this person may always have their eye on you. They always know where you're going. They don't tell you how long to spend in the bathroom, or they gonna keep your phone while you go in. It's that kind of a controlling energy here. This person is holding on way too tight. They invade your space. You have no privacy is what I'm hearing for some of you. Yeah, this is what I'm saying about even what I'm saying here today. You know, guys, you know your story better than I do. But there is a message here for me to put out for someone. It says guidance, but where will it lead you? You know your story better than I do. So let's get some more. Show me some more about this energy, about what some of my Virgos are going through. Thank you, Spirit, before we get their advice. Yeah, for some of you, these people, they abuse you with third-party situations. And it's almost like with the cycles, change and completion. But you see that butterfly over her mouth? Some of you dream about having a new beginning, about walking away from this situation. But you don't say anything. And I understand that's probably because you feel like you can't, right? It's almost like I'm hearing Rising Phoenix if you only knew. All right, give me some cards for my Virgos. Some of you, I just saw the word contract. Some of you, you may even be married to these people. Some of you, I don't know, this maybe even could even be abuse around money, right? Somebody trying to control your finances. I'm hearing treating you like a child. It's almost like giving a child spending money. What's the energy here, Spirit? Show me. So we have forming structure and solid foundation. So, okay, so for some of you, these are people who tricked you with kind of drawing you in by promising you things that they had no intentions of fulfilling, by telling you that they love you and you're the only one for them, right? Offering you this solid foundation, but it feels like it was a trick for some of you. Now, it could even be, yeah, look, storm, unexpected. This is not what you promised me. This is not love. What is this structure and solid foundation? What are we getting stuck on? Yes, masculine energy, and it came out anyway, storm and unexpected. So for some of you, these are people who switched on you. What should have been something happy, which should have been something like a union, a partnership. It's almost like the Six of Pentacles, a situation that should have been giving and receiving. But it's not. The storm is almost like the Tower. Yeah, some of you are dealing with people who are clinging. Again, hence that energy of control. So this is almost like codependent. But yet they feel a lot more stronger by turning the situation around and making you look like the codependent one. When half of these people, if you was to disappear, they wouldn't even know what to do with themselves. Now, I am hearing for some of them, because of the narcissistic energy, they would probably only go out and find another victim. Please don't lose hope. You have divine timing, and it says trust. So the universe is definitely trying to provide ways to help you to see the wood through the trees to help you to see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel here. Show me more. Some of Virgos that are dealing with domestic violence or abuse. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, look at this. Trust divine timing. You have assistance from the spirit guides. That's the other thing I was meant to say. Don't be afraid to call on. I mean, this person can't stop you from calling on your ancestors and your angels. You don't have to say it out loud. You can say it in your head. Please, Archangel Michael, I ask that you bring a solution to this problem. Please, Archangel Gabriel, I ask that you help me to find a way out. Please, Archangel Raphael, whoever it is that you feel like you want to call on, because they will heal you and they will help you. I'm also hearing, especially if there are children involved in these situations. Give me one more. Thank you. Yeah, there's this third party situation here. And then you have past lack and suffering. Now, for some of you, what I'm also getting here with this party energy and the past lack and suffering, I am feeling like there may be someone here who maybe misses friends or family. So this person would have pulled you away from those people, isolated you from those kind of support networks. But this is also someone here, like I said, there may be someone here who constantly kind of throws third parties in someone's face. You don't look like her. Oh, look at her. She looks nice. Or him. Take it how it resonates, right? Continually trying to destroy your confidence. Destroy your self-esteem. Because once they kind of plant those seeds in your head, you're going to get to an energy where you're like, well, I might as well stay here because if I leave, who's going to want me anyway? I'm hearing the word depleted. It's like for someone here, this situation is taking almost everything out of you. It's almost like the energy of what is the point of fighting? All right, let me see. What else do we have? Thank you, Spirit. Clean up time. It says, remember, that's the point of fighting. It says awakening. Remember who you are. Sometimes when I see situations like this, I like to say to a person, why do you really think the devil is trying to stop you? Because that's how I would see these people, right? Low vibing people. People who are probably have low entities attached to them. Why do you think the devil is trying to stop you? Could it be because your destination is a very great one? Because you're meant to be somebody very great? Because you're meant to be someone who breaks generational curses? Break the pattern? Remember who you are. Give me two more. Yes, but look at this. Someone here has or feels like they have limitations. There is fear here. It's almost like someone here is either receiving the downloads and the messages, right? Because this person can't stop you from sleeping or dreaming or having visions or seeing the signs and synchronicities. But because of what somebody sees in front of their face, an actual physical person, and because these dreams are just dreams to someone, what they see, they're more fearful of. So it would definitely would be that energy of someone here would have to live by faith and not by sight. Someone here, you have that little mustard seed inside you. Yeah, look what's waiting for you, the Ace. After you break some kind of chains. The Ace of Water. This is about self-love as well. You must see yourself as worth it. You must see that this person doesn't have the right or the authority to have such power or control over another human being. They ain't God. No matter how much they may think they are, because they have someone around that they can pick on and bully and talk down to make themselves feel powerful, to feed their own ego. Let's get you some advice. Give me some advice. Now, depending on how the views do on this video, I will continue to do these for you guys. I don't know. We'll see. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up if this reading has resonated with you or if it has helped you in any way. Let's get your advice. Two cards. The sign of Virgo. Thank you. Yeah, you have a happy home. It says, my people will live in safety, quietly at home. They will be at rest. You see how this image person is just kind of looking down at the earth. The Most High sees all. And he sees you guys going through this. And it's almost this energy of, you know, your ancestors and your angels, they want you to be happy. They want you to feel secure and stable. And they want you to experience love. But someone here needs to realize that's not what they're experiencing in this particular situation. So that is what you fight for. That is what you live for what you truly desire. You have see everything through the eyes of love. It says love. Oh gosh, okay. I didn't even. Anyway, it says love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It says it does not demand its own way. Recognize what is love and what is power and control. Yeah. Someone who is just damaged. Don't be a part of that plan for that person, right? Show me more. Give me some more advice. Let's get some from Mother Mary. Oops. Oh, action. And Mother, I'm telling you, especially for those of you who have children in these situations. Give me two cards. What is the advice? Thank you, Mother Mary. Can we get another one? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have boundaries. It says, I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. But again, I do feel like some of you are in a situation where at this time, it's really not about speaking up or facing or confronting this person, depending on who you're dealing with here. You have self-respect. It says, I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. So some of you are even dealing with people who have some sort of addictions here. Maybe these are people who, maybe they're nice when they're not on whatever they're on, but as soon as they kind of take whatever they take here, you know, this could be alcohol, anything, right? Drugs, pills, whatever. They turn into someone else. And I feel like a lot of you really put a lot of effort in where you really try to keep the scales balanced, but you cannot. You cannot fix people. You definitely cannot fix a narcissist. They don't have any emotions for anyone except for themselves. You have patience. It says, I trust in divine timing. But you have to ask for help. Archangel Michael. What do you have? What is the advice here? Show me. Okay, so interesting what came out. I wanted to flip in the reverse in my lap. It says your prayers are being answered. So some of you feel like your prayers aren't being answered. Some of you have been praying. Some of you have been looking for a way out. Some of you have been trying to get some advice. But maybe you just feel like nothing's happening. Don't give up. Give me 2 cards, Archangel Michael. What do we have here? What advice do you have? Thank you. And thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have get your power back. And I think we had this yesterday. It says, have you forgotten who you are? You are a child of the divine. So take your power back. And we saw that. Remember. Awakening. Realizing that what this person is putting you through is not love. So even if you are someone who is codependent, maybe that is something that you need to look at. Because if you're codependent on a negative energy or a negative situation, I mean, there's a problem there. So the first card out is the number 17. And it says, it's time to play. Now, when the 17 boils down, it boils down to a number 8, which reminds me of the 8 of Wands. Now, the 8 of Wands is fast movement forward. So almost the energy here for some of you, you know, I want to say when you remove yourself from the situation, if you choose to, whoever I'm speaking to. There is joy to be had. There is happiness to be had here. Again, you know, this is a kid outside playing with the dog. I can't keep stressing about if there's children involved in these situations. It's almost making me a little angry here. You know, maybe even these children ain't even allowed out to play. It says you're working too hard and worrying about everything. It says seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. And then you have a number 44. It says you will manifest what you need. And this is like a parcel. When you think a parcel, you're going to post it or ship it off to wherever it's going, right? And when it reaches its destination. It says express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. It says trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. So keep manifesting, keep visualizing where it is that you want to be. Keep visualizing you out of this situation. Keep visualizing that your ancestors and your angels are going to provide. I almost want to say an open door. Let's get a card from here and see what comes out. What do we have for this situation, Spirit? Coming out sideways. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we have child. All right, what does it say? Child, it says you care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. It says we can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to children who need you. And what fell on the table? Coming out sideways. So there's a blockage here. Again, you know, like I said, I feel like there's some trauma or some childhood wounds. Someone here hasn't forgiven a situation. So their way of kind of lashing out is to lash out on other people. Like I said, you know, belittle other people, bully other people, make them feel as small as they really do inside. But Virgos, is for you to say, no, I'm not the same as you. No, I'm not bitter about life. You know, I kind of stayed with this person, or I stayed in this situation because I actually wanted to help them. But now it's time for someone to help themselves. You have opportunity to forgive. It says this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intentions of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Give me a message for my Virgos. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you know, I got this vision earlier as well. So it says yoga, exercise, are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. For some of you, maybe you do a lot of meditating, or when you can get time to. Maybe that's the only place where you kind of feel you have a little bit of freedom. Now, if you don't, maybe that is something that you want to take up if you can, right? I just really feel like some of you are really dealing with people that are so controlling that, yo, you're lucky if you can breathe on your own. One more. Or two more. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I'm telling you, for some of you, I feel like this is marriages or people that you've been living with for a long time, or maybe just people that you have children with. I'm hearing a few children. You have crystal. It says, have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you cannot see yet. And then you have Archangel Ariel. It says, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Now, for some of you, you know, depending on how you feel, right? You can even say quietly to yourself, hey, Archangel Ariel, ask that can you heal or help me with the person I'm dealing with? I mean, everybody's going to have different emotions and different feelings about the situation. Some of you just want to get out. Some of you wanted to get out yesterday. Some of you want to stay with this person if things can get better. Some of you, like I said, it may not even be relationship. This may be family members and friends that you are dealing with. Some of you may have already released yourself from these situations, but the energy still sits heavy with you. You still haven't forgiven, so you haven't quite been able to move on. Last cards. And we're going to get some cards from the Life Loves You. Because life does love you. Life just wants you to love yourself. 2 cards. What do we have? Thank you. I'm going to need one more. Thank you, Spirit. That is a flipper. What is that trying to come out? I'm open and receptive to love. So let's take them all. Let's take all the love. So we have, I am open and receptive to love. It says life is always trying to love you, but you need to be open to see it. Complete this sentence. I can make it easier for life to love me by... And complete the sentence for you. You have, I listen to the wisdom of my heart. It says, place your hand over your heart and ask your heart what it wants you to know today. And then your last one, Virgos, we have only love is real. Yeah. It says, whenever you're afraid, remember this. Only love is real. Let love bless you, guide you, and inspire you. Virgos, that is what I have for you today. I really hope this has helped someone, even if it's one person. But if this is where we part, stay safe, love and light, Virgos.